Hey everybody, so today on Bodaciously Black
and Brown.
Today guys, we are talking about the do's and the don'ts of interracial dating. Because we come from two different cultures, so therefore we have very different perspectives sometimes in things, but we got to talk about this. All right, you ready? Are you the pro in this situation? Possibly. So since you could be the pro in dating and I could be like the VP of pros,
okay,
then tell me, do you feel like there are any do's and don'ts to interracial dating? Have you ever dated interracially before?
I have.
How'd that work out for you?
It was short term. A lot of the times it was short term because there's a lot of clashes.
Of what?
Well, the do's and don'ts. Like, if you can't respect your culture, like, it's just going to be a no.
Of whose culture? Respect whose culture? Yours or theirs?
I would say mine.
Are you respecting theirs?
Of course.
Okay. Give me an example.
Oh.
Yeah.
I was dating a non-person of color.
Uh-huh.
And it was fun at first,
It was fun.
Just getting to know each other.
Yeah.
But then the red flags started coming.
What were the red flags?
When it came to politics and stuff, I'm like, we're not on the same boat here.
Oh, so you won't date somebody that has different social beliefs than you?
Yeah, because then there's always going to be conflict then.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
If and especially if that's all they want to talk about.
Oh God, no.
So I couldn't do it.
No, that's too much. We're not doing that.
So if that's what you base your life around, then it's not going to work.
Oh, I agree. Absolutely not. No.
And there's people out there that's their view of life. It's just their political stance on things.
For me, I've dated other cultures, and they were dates. Sometimes it was more than one date, but usually it didn't go too well. So if I got to feeling like I was being like the it thing to do, like, oh, you're black and you're fun, then if I have to feel like a novelty, it's not for me. Also, it takes different types. So, for example, if your name is Chad or Brad, I just kind of feel like, okay, cool, no problem, but I want you to be you. You can't be the Chad or Brad that's trying to be me, because I'm just who I am. But I just really want the person to be who they are. Chad, Brad, Enrique, whatever.
Okay.
Like, I just want them to be themselves. And so if it comes off as inauthentic or like they're trying to play a role, I'm not interested. If you are of one nationality, but you seem like you only identify with another group, I have questions. I have questions about your authenticity. I have questions about your character. Because if you are this culture over here, but you don't like to associate with this culture, you don't really have friends, you don't date in that culture, you identify as another culture, baby, I'm not for you. I don't even respect you, because how can I? You don't even respect you or where you come from enough to be comfortable, to enjoy your culture. So I don't think that, what am I going to do with you? Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I see that.
So I look at that a lot with people. I'm not your novelty and you're not mine. I respect boundaries and people. I love culture. I love experiences. Yeah. I love the things that are different. Like, I should have been an anthropologist. I love culture so much. I didn't even know it was a real thing. When I was a kid, I knew it was a thing, but I didn't know how to go about it in school.
Right.
And so I probably would have. But without that being said, like, I like a well-rounded person.
Absolutely.
So I love when people just kind of engulf themselves in their culture and then they share, you can blend and you can talk. I do not respect it if you do not embrace your culture. What can I do with you? I can't relate to that, nor do I want to. It's crazy.
Yeah, when you say it like that, for sure.
Yeah. And and sometimes, in dating, I've had some people tell me I really like you, but I can't take you home. And I go, what? And they were like, I like you a lot. Like, I really like you. I want to date you. And I enjoy these dates. You're so much fun, but I can't take you home. My family will not embrace this.
I had an experience similar like that.
What happened?
The guy took me home. Met the parents. Rich white parents. We left and they're like, you can't date this ghetto Latina.
Well, what you have on?
What do you mean what I had on?
Oh, wait a minute. Why did they define you as ghetto?
Because I dress very Latina. Like, well, I think my hair was down, the big hoops. I didn't think that was cultural. Inappropriate.
They didn't. Oh.
But I wore the big hoops.
Well, see, we shouldn't have to change off who you are in order to be involved with somebody.
That's what I thought.
So it's a no-go for me.
So it was a no.
Yeah.
And they're like, they told me I couldn't, I respect that. And I kept it moving.
I used to ask, well, who makes those choices for you? And they were like, well, I make my own. Well, clearly not. And so it's like, who controls you? You control your parents. And I always ask that question in those type of situations. Because I like to know. But also, I want them to know that, your parents control you. And what you really find in those situations that people oftentimes are controlled by money.
It's got to be about money.
Their parents are threatening them with money, inheritance, trust funds. You'll lose it if you do this or do that. And so you find that this poor person is being put in this predicament. And so it's like, what? What? And it's like, wow, well, I guess you have to do what's best for you and your family.
Pretty much.
I hope you find the right one.
Yeah.
But it means you're going to marry somebody that wears oatmeal every day.
Pretty much.
And that's really depressing for you. And you're going to be miserable. And you're going to get divorced after you've been with, Sarah after, 15 years because it wasn't really what you wanted, but you did what appeased your family.
Absolutely. Yeah.
And that's really sad to me. Yeah, I used to have this great time with this guy from India. He was so much fun. And we used to go out and laugh and talk. And I remember one day he told me that there's a caste system there.
Yeah.
Now, this guy was pretty much my skin color. Like, literally, the only difference was his hair was straight. But if you saw him from a distance, you'd thought we were both black. And he was like, I can't take you to my parents because, you're black and your skin is dark and that's frowned upon. And I said, seeing how we both look almost the same and your hair is just straight. But you're right.
Okay.
Do what you got to do. Who am I?
Who am I to judge here?
Who am I? But we can keep going out. No, we cannot.
No, we cannot.
We absolutely cannot. You know why? Because this is bullshit.
Yeah.
We were having such a great time.
It is.
And so now I'm not going to be your little side friend that you keep in the shadows that you really want to be your main entree.
Right.
But because your family won't approve of it. But I mean, I've seen people that their families do approve, but it's the friendship circle that doesn't. And they don't want to get dragged by their friendship circle. In your culture, does that ever happen?
Not that I'm aware of.
So do your friends dictate anything in your culture?
When it comes to race?
When it comes to dating, period.
I would say no.
Interesting. In our culture, kind of. Like, if we think that you're dating somebody janky, we'd be like...
Janky, but we're talking about race here, interracial dating.
I mean, that could still happen, though, in any group. For example, usually when black women are dating non-black people, primarily, more like white people, if anything.
Okay.
The people be like, she got her an other. Who? So you got an other. What?
It's so common now for us to mix with black people or white people.
It's true, but it's still a thing. Like, we still have to brace ourselves and be ready.
Oh. Okay.
Because what type?